Monologues were backed way when actors started doing improv and theater performances. Theatrical performances were something out. So how should I respond when an urukai bites me in the neck? Vsauce, burn here. As someone that's watched a lot of vampire movies, one can only assume that when getting bit on the neck, I should elicit some sort of painful response. However, looking at this man's teeth, I can assume that there's not much force in that bite. It more so sounded like an old lady's dentures suckling on my neck. So I'll more so get a hickey-like residue mark instead of some bruising or some blood oozing out of my neck.
And flesh. You taste wonderful. May have another bite. One way or another.
If you bite me, I'll have to do some gang shit.
What is a gang?
What is gang shit?
I'm stepping back.
Vsauce, burn here. By pulling out my gun and shooting you in the
What is a
forehead,
gun?
I have enacted gang shit. Because I've shot you in the forehead, it's rendered you on the ground incapacitated. Because I am a gang member of several gang affiliations, I have the strap. And because you asked a dumb question, you get a dumb answer.
Well, thanks, brother.
Oh, there's a bike. Oh, and it's locked. We need to get yellow pants. Yes, we actually do need to get yellow pants. That is very, very true. Very, 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 very true. I just killed an orc. I do need to get out of there. Any contacts from gangs? No. Hey. What if I were to join the Vagos? What if I were to join the Vagos? Yellow jacket would be better. I think instead of I'll get the BBMC jacket. Like the BBMC vest. Eugene said go for it. Who would like to help me join the Vagos? Vsauce, burn here. By publicly twatting out that I want to join the Vagos, it's presenting myself on a grander scale. It's kind of like having a billboard on a highway, having contact information, and eliciting a message for all to see. However, with my Twitter tweet, I don't have my number attached to it, so it's imperative that I also make a yellow page ad. Making a yellow page ad is yellow in the pages, which would further elicit my agreeable demeanor in joining the Vagos. Seeking a Vagos representative. Lord of the Rings character in the future. Actually, that'd be pretty funny. Just have Lord of the Rings characters that never... They walk the entire way to everything. Could you imagine if we walked the entire way? I mean, I'm already doing Lord of the Rings RP right now, walking. The music's starting to make me sick. But what if I were to tell you that's merely cognitive dissonance? Vsauce, burn here. By listening to the same song over and over, it can drive one to go mad. However, if you are obsessed with the song, one likes to listen to it on repeat. What if I were to tell you this whole time you actually enjoyed this song and listening to it over and over has caused you to have a depreciative value towards this song? As I continue to play it as I talk, it is slowly seeped into your mind as more of a muted background sound. You've become so used and accustomed to this music that you don't really even care anymore, which has made you feel like you have a negative connotation towards the song, but in fact, you don't care at all. It's a sense of apathy that can be extrapolated through this common occurrence of repetition. Think I'd be able to join all the gangs in Los Santos? One can only hope. I'm gonna go to the hospital and see if there's anyone that can help me join the Vagos. Which is probably a bad idea considering I think they're picking up the guy I just shot in the face. But that would mean I could possibly get a bench trial against an Urukai, which would be pretty funny. Oh yeah, let's go to the PD. Let's try to join the PD. No, the song is not Cowboy Bebop. I love his little run. Finally, burn cop. I'll put some dirt in your eye. Bully McGuire. Oh, the edgy Spider-Man. That'd be pretty funny. I don't remember all of his like cringy dialogue, but like the dancing too. Go to someone's workplace, that way they can't escape. Exactly. Will I ever have a cop character? Maybe. I thought... I don't know. I mean, I tried. I learned cop stuff for a bit, and it was fun, but it can be quite demanding. Also, it's a lot. You have to deal with a lot of drama. Still like a robbery in progress. I kind of did when I got kidnapped. Just wear. Wait, Eugene just told me to wear yellow. You just wear yellow and go down to Jamestown. It's that easy. All right. On my way. Let me see if I can get a police escort. Wait. Excuse me.
Hey, can I help you?
Hello.
I need to
doing?
ask you a quick question. Could I get in your car for just a moment?
No. Who is this?
But
This person
what if
sweating
I
back in
did?
NRPD?
Vsauce, burn here.
God
By
damn it,
entering
get
the
out of
cop car, I'm now no longer having to ask the question whether or not I can. If I forcefully put myself in the back seat of the car, like a victim that has committed a crime, one can only
gonna arrest
surmise
you.
that I'm here just to converse. If I went into the front seat of the passenger side, calling shotgun, then that would be more of a power play. However, I mean no harm. I just
I'm
want to
going
ask a
get
couple
out
of
of my
questions.
goddamn car.
Get out of the car, sir.
But what if I decided to get out of the
Get
car?
out of
Vsauce,
the
burn here.
goddamn car.
By getting out of the car because you pointed a gun at me and going to the other side of the car to then re-enter it would show that
No,
I
it's
am
locked.
going to a different part of the car. So then she'd have to ask me to get out of that side of the car.
Sir!
Wait a second. Could you give me a police escort over to the Vagos territory?
Oh, absolutely not.
Hell no.
Get out of here. Get.
Now, what if I
You're not
told
taking
you
me to the Vagos.
you should? Vsauce, burn
Why?
here. By driving me down to the
Why?
Vagos territory as I change my pants to a yellow in color pant leg, they will
no.
be inclined to let me join their gang. As you can
Sir,
see, I
you
have
need to
purple,
leave,
green,
otherwise you
and
will get
red.
shot for
I've
trespassing.
already
Wait,
joined
why
the
do you wanna
Ballas,
join the
I've joined
Vagos?
the set of the Green Boys, and I'm also joined the Prune Gang. I'm trying to be a Skittle assortment. By joining all the gangs, I can then turn to you guys to give you all the information that I can disseminate through all the different gangs. So by joining all these different gangs, I am, in fact, providing information you may not be able to receive yourself. So you giving me this ride down to the Vagos territory is to your benefit.
I feel like this is a death wish. I would not do that.
But why would one wish for death? Vsauce, burn here. In the comics that Deadpool starred in, Death was a big boobed woman. In fact, a lot of people were sexually craving an interaction with Death. A couple of cosplayers in comic conventions that cosplayed as Death from those Deadpool comics got a lot of unwanted advances. So, if people wanted Death, it's probably because that wish for Death was to see that beautiful woman one more time.
Huh. I never thought about it that way.
Speaking of things you've never thought about, giving me a ride to the Vagos territory.
Absolutely
Vsauce, burn
not.
here.
No,
If you were to get in your
absolutely
car and I also got in your car and we stopped at the
Do not
clothing
get in
store.
my goddamn car.
Okay, but what if we stopped at the clothing store near the Vagos territory? Vsauce, burn here. By stopping by the
Why
clothing
call
store
you a
near the
taxi?
Vagos territory, I'm able to change the color of my pants to be more yellow. Yellow is the color that the Vagos use to know that they're gang affiliated with the Vagos. If I have a little bit of yellow in my clothing, I can then try to convince them that I'm on their side. If I join the Vagos, then I've almost joined every single gang.
You know
can't
what
give
they
you
probably say? You talk
rhyme
too
to
much
do
and then they
that.
should just shoot you.
Yeah, but what
Like,
if I just
I don't
didn't
think they do
speak? Vsauce, burn here. By closing my
What?
mouth and not talking, I will no
There's
longer be
a-
conversing with any of them to begin with. Therefore, there would be no sort of argument to be made of me talking too much. By me merely shutting up, they won't be able to have any sort of agitated response to me talking or stun locking them in a conversation. Luke, thanks for the prime.
I call a taxi for you.
Sorry, I
Taxis
passed
are
out in
yellow,
the middle
that's
of
a
it.
good start.
Can you repeat that?
Taxi.
A taxi
Taxis are
sounds
yellow.
good, but what if I told you I'd rather ride with you?
I
Vsauce, burn
can't.
here. By trying to establish relations with forces of the law, an officer of the law, I could then disseminate this information I get from the gangs and show that the gangs I've got a connection with the PD. They will then want me to use that information against you guys, but secretly I'll be using the information they give me against them to give to you.
Sir, I can't. Wait, here. Ooh, what's this car? I can talk to this person, see if they give you like an extra fast ride to the Vagos.
Yeah.
No, come
They
back!
can, they can probably help you out.
No, they can't. Fuck. I can't even. I can't go down there. This outside makes me nervous.
I mean, there were two troopers. They can probably help you out. I think it was Snow and Copper.
Wait,
Was that
Kevin! Kevin!
Hello.
Hey! Wait, sir, what's your
Hi.
name? This guy wants to be a Vagos.
Oh, okay. Well,
Could you give me a ride to the Vagos territory?
no, I'm not a taxi.
See?
What if I were to tell
That's
you
what I said.
that you actually are? Vsauce, burn here. Some taxis actually have lights on the top of them, like an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, to indicate that they
Kevin.
are a chauffeuring service. When you detain an individual, you put them in your car to then chauffeur them to the MRPD for further questioning.
God.
What if I were to tell you that me entering your car on the backside would be like you chauffeuring a criminal, but you actually got the wrong guy, so you're dropping him off back where he belongs? Well, you see, I belong back with the Vagos. So by me entering your car, you'd be taking me back to where I need to go, because you made a mistake, and you're amending that mistake. So you're almost like a taxi service, but not, because what makes a person a taxi service is through some sort of monetary exchange. Or what if I was to
Right.
give you a couple of dollars? If I were to give you money, then it would be like it was a taxi service. However, us talking and conversing quite effervescently, we've established some sort of repertoire of a relationship. The groundworks, the blocks of the cement have been finely tuned so that we have a foundation. We have now built up an acquaintanceship, and through that, we can possibly ride together. And with that, you can take me to the clothing store to then pay for my new pants. When you do, I'll have yellow and colored pants. And once we have that, we can head on down to the Vagos territory.
Oh my god, I feel like I've known you forever.
Exactly.
But I can't give you a lift because I'm not a taxi. No, please, stop trying to open my door. The lock's for a reason. Stop.
But what if I didn't stop trying to open it? Vsauce, burn here.
You gotta
Dedication
break the
is
handle.
key to any sort of perseverance. Every single Olympian says often in interviews, about 73% of them in interviews will state that they had to keep doing what they had to do to get the medal. As you can see, I'm gonna keep trying to open this door
call a taxi,
because
it's
I
funny.
want to get in. Much like how a gold medalist in an Olympic sport will keep swimming
that Bass?
to get what they desire.
Bass.
Sir, how can I help you?
That's a
Hey,
good
man,
question.
taxi
How
at-
can you help me? Peace out.
hello, nice
Burn
to
here.
meet you.
What if I were to tell you that I need a ride over to the Vagos territory? The reason why I need to is so I can change my pant color to yellow. In doing so, I will slowly attain all the colors of the rainbow of gangs. Once I've acquired every single gang affiliation, I can then disseminate
Well, I
all
feel
the
like you're missing
information
the
amongst
biggest gang
gangs
out of
straight
all of
to
them.
you.
You're missing the biggest gang of all of them.
The cops. Which is why I'm
PD
here.
gang.
What?
Okay, why don't you change your pants to black? There you go. Change your pants to black.
But that
Keep
would
the
require
purple-
me to establish a repertoire with the cops, which means I would have to do a ride-along with you. Besides, burn
that's
here.
right, you can
In
do a
order to
ride-along with the
establish
chief of police.
relations with the cops, one must spend time with them. The best way to do that is either a ride-along or just stalk them outside of MRPD and beg for a job. However, my job is disseminating information, and the best way I can do that is establishing connections. So if me going on a ride-along with you establishes a repertoire
Yes.
enough for me to get black pants so that I can have the MRPD gang
All
on
right,
my
what's your
back,
name?
it's the best option I have.
What's
Just
your
a
name?
heads up, there's a taxi over there if you need a ride as well.
My name's
Sir, what is your name?
Doing good. How
Bsauce.
you doing, Espinosa? How's things?
Vsauce or Vsauce?
Vsauce. Vsauce with a B. Bravo. Bravo
Okay,
sauce.
okay, Vsauce. You have an ID on you?
I
Sure.
do.
You can tell me what
All
you
right.
want to tell me. You
Okay,
want to go
let me
inside
see.
and chat real quick in
Let me
the
see your
captain's
ID.
office? Perfect. I'll meet you inside.
I think I have one count of joyriding, but
Yeah,
Oh my
everything's
the
good.
charges that I
Everything's great.
have are actually just because I needed to do that so that I could get indicted into a gang. Now that I've been indicted, I don't have any intentions of doing any such illegal activities.
You have 2 counts of attempted murder. Oh, please, I cannot let you go on a ride along. What the hell, man?
Now, what if I told you those charges are false? Vsauce, burn here. When I was
let me see.
detained
Let me see.
in my cell, they told me that I told them my gun wasn't really a gun. They believed me. So then they told me I should shoot them. But I said, like David Blaine or Chris Angel, that was simply a mind freak, it's actually a gun. But they consented to me trying to shoot them. They even handed me the
Wait,
gun
weren't
back
you-
after they inspected it. They also then told me later that they dropped the charge. So if you saw it, that means it doesn't exist. It's merely a mind freak, a glitch in the Matrix. Which
Sir,
leads
there's a
the
taxi
question,
waiting for you to go
what
to the Vagos
is
territory.
the Matrix? Vsauce, burn here. The Matrix is often known as the hit trilogy starring Keanu Reeves, bobbing
Look,
and
my
weaving
brain's
through bullets and
expanding
dodging
like this.
Agent Smith. But what if I were to tell you the Matrix is a bit more than that? You see, the Matrix is more than just code digitizing on your screen with green numbers. It's actually artificial intelligence. And with that AI, they've been able to supersede our own superstition. You see, our brainwaves and our mental capacity and framework doesn't co-align with AI because it's exceeded itself beyond us. It's been prowling around in the subsequent details within the text. You see, if you watch the film The Matrix, you realize that the AI have won the war and the battle, and they're using human beings as an electrical source. Who's to say they're not doing that right now? Vsauce, burn here. As we continue to contemplate our own existence, there are AI that is manipulating our own bodies to stimulate a response of confusion because we're actually not even here. This is merely just a simulation. How else do you think a bald man like you got the job as a police officer?
Oh my god. Is this
Oh
really
my
simulation?
God.
It's obviously a
feel like my
pay-to-win
IQ went
mechanic
by like
introduced
5.
in the city. Vsauce.
I mean,
Burn
if I,
Here.
if I touch back
In many
with heaven,
simulations, pay-to-win services are offered.
You don't feel real,
As you
Bash.
can
You
see,
don't even
this
feel
man
real.
paid a copious amount of money in his other life so that he could have a better simulation. As you know, 85% of cops receive W's on a daily basis. However, they do
85%
receive
makes that
73%
25%,
more
my friend.
Yeah, that's a
complaints than the
broken stat.
average
That's a-
common goer in Los Santos. But the 85% more W's is an Aiden Ross special, one that would
Oh.
entice an individual to
W,
live a
W,
better
W,
life.
W, W in chat.
But what if I were to tell you W's are meaningless? Vsauce, burn here. The more W's you receive, the more empty you feel. Just like how Michael Phelps, when he received his 5th gold medal, he said in an interview, and I quote, "It's just not the same." Just like ordering my favorite Subway sandwich from Subway is no longer hitting the same. But that was also at a time where he no longer had his Subway sponsorship after smoking a lot of weed.
I ain't no wrong with smoking some weed from time to time. Puff, puff, magic puff, right?
You tried NOS?
No!
God
Nos is
damn it,
bad.
Kevin. Nos is a gateway drug for heroin.
I'm
You
not.
should
I'm not
know that.
addicted. I'm not
True,
addicted to
true.
NOS. I'm
All
not
air
addicted.
fresheners, man. Don't do that shit. Do not inhale that
Everyone
shit.
who says he's not addicted is addicted.
I don't know.
Kevin, I'm
sure
worried
of it.
about you.
Yeah,
Are you
no,
okay,
no,
Kevin?
I'm pretty
I'm
sure you
good.
can
I'm
stop
good.
every time, Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah. I can stop when I want. I haven't had NOS in like 3 days.
Listen, Vsauce, I cannot take you right along because you have a felony on your record that's pretty fresh. However, I can give you a ride down to the south side.
We call
That
it taxi
sounds
ram.
good.
It's just over there.
I tell the taxi I'll take him. It's all good. Yes, sir.
Wait a sec. Before you go.
Okay, all right. Give me 1 second, Vsauce. Vsauce, I'll be back.
But what if he never returned? Vsauce, burn here. If this man sort of just ceased all sort of existential
Brenda!
functioning,
Why are you driving a
he would
shit
no
car,
longer
Brenda? What
be
the fuck are you
able
doing,
to
huh?
drive.
You want to transfer
And if he
too?
was
You
no
wanna
longer
transfer
able
too?
to drive, I would then have
wanna
to operate
transfer
his
too?
car and
You want
become
to betray the
Officer
LSP like
Bass.
everybody else? Come
I'm
on.
now bald just like him. I'm slowly absolving his identity. Being in his car is just a perk. As I slowly disseminate myself into the mental framework of MRPD, I'll slowly be able to become the chief. And once I become the
Ew,
chief,
what the
I'll
hell
be
is
able
wrong
to
with you?
control the entirety of
I would
PD
bend over
and make
look
them
at that
bend
tiny
over
little
and
black
submit.
hole.
I've literally never seen anyone do this since I became an officer. What
Holy
the
crap,
fuck?
Ashland's here.
Oh, you too. You too.
All right, Kevin, I'm going to go drop him off, okay?
Before you drop me off, I need
Yes,
some
sir.
money to change the color of my pants.
What's your PayPal?
Bye bye.
My PayPal is 342.
It should be plenty, right?
That
To buy you
it
2
should.
pairs of pants.
Now, what if I were to tell you that the attempted murder on government employees was not a false charge? Vsauce, burn here. By pulling out a pistol and pointing it at your head, you now have to comply to my demands. Otherwise, I get not only an attempted, but an actual murder charge. But what
You're
if
not
I
gonna
were to
do that,
tell
are
you
you?
I'm just holding up my middle finger? Vsauce, burn here. Visual illusions and can really confuse an individual. You can say one thing, but do the other. Actions do speak louder than words. Like how
right.
you see a middle
Absolutely.
finger right now, but before you know it, it's actually a gun.
Oh my god!
But what if I were to tell you, like Chris Angel, it's just a simple mind freak and you saw what you wanted to see as a police officer.
yeah.
It was a middle finger the entire time.
It was an illusion. You're playing games on me.
Exactly. Now I need to get to the clothing store before we
Yo,
go
what's up,
here.
Clarkson?
We need to go to
I
the
gotta do
clothing
some
store
investigation
first.
stuff pretty soon, so maybe another time. I mean, we can. I'm with Vsauce
Michael
right
here. I have a gun.
now, in the south side.
uh,
Alright, alright, sounds good. Alright, here you go.
give me but a moment as I change the color of my pants.
Sounds good. I'll be here, okay?
But what if he decided to leave? Vsauce, burn here. While I'm distracted changing the color of my pants, he could easily just drive away. But considering he gave me enough money to change my clothes, it was like a taxi service, but he paid me for his company. One can only surmise that this man is desperate and alone for company.
So let me ask you this: what are you trying to accomplish by getting all the rainbow colors? Ooh, 1037 call.
By getting all the gang relations and affiliations, I'll be able to walk the streets without having to worry.
I see. She's trying to make allies everywhere. Smart man.
Exactly. Even you. But the problem is, I have to gain the Vagos' trust. And how do I gain the Vagos' trust?
Well, I mean,
Vsauce,
after...
burn here. By having
Yeah.
cops roll up to their joint, it's going to be very perplexed as if I'm working with you guys. So to add in the illusion, I'm going to point a gun at your head.
Hey!
I'm going to have to ask you to get out of the car.
What the fuck?
You said I had to give you guns to join the Vagos.
Yeah, you killing bus? Wait, can we
But
kill
what if I told you I'd just kill a cop in front of you to join you guys instead? Vsauce, burn here. In order to join the Vagos, they said I either need to give them $75,000 or 20 guns. But what if I just killed a cop instead? By killing a cop, it earns the trust of the Vagos. So should I do this to join the Vagos?
I asked for that, bro.
If you
Yeah.
shoot me right here, the whole PD will like, there's 40 officers on duty, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. This whole bar will get flipped upside down, all right? It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
But isn't actually worth it?
No,
Vsauce,
it's not worth
burn
it.
here. Vagos, what do you think what would happen if I were to shoot this man and the PD came
40
in?
cops will come down here. Don't do it,
I think
please.
you'll be pretty gangster, bro. I'll be down for it.
Don't
Are
do
you down
it.
for it? Yo, see you down?
I think I'm down for it.
Would you guys indict me into the Vagos if
No.
I shot him?
Vsauce, do
Oh
not do
yeah.
it.
Please, fuck Bass up, please.
I
Do not
see.
do it, please.
Okay, then
I'm
what do you
begging you.
have to as a counter offer? I get to join the Vagos if I shoot you. But
I'll
what do
let you join
you
the
have to
PD.
offer me? What?
I'll give you a badge and a gun.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stay in your car. If any funny business happens, I'll shoot you in the face. But if you give me a badge and a gun,
Hey, they're
I'll
killing
let
Bass.
you live.
He told me you're in the battle, so he's killing Bass.
Okay, so wait.
But here's what's gonna happen.
I have to go- I
We're
have to
gonna
go back
need
and
one
get
of
the
your
badge and the gun
officers
for
to
you.
bring it to the south side. I'm gonna have you hang out with me until your friend brings it and gives it to the Vagos.
All right, sounds good. Okay, all right. All right.
Wait, you don't want to kill him, bro?
We're gonna see if he lives up to his demands. If he's able to give me a badge and a gun, then maybe not. We'll have to find out.
Listen, Vsauce,
wearing all the colors.
Vsauce, shouldn't you be dirty like that? I took you in. I gave you a ride. I could let you walk
But not
these
a ride
dirty-ass
along.
streets to the south side,
So
all right?
we'll see
I try
how
to be
much
a friend.
your
I tried to
payment
care for
goes.
you. I give you money for the clothing store to change your pants, and this is how you pay me back? This is the ultimate betrayal, man.
Well, what
What's
if
wrong
this
with you?
ultimate
Hell's
betrayal
wrong
was
with you?
an alignment to make a new friend? Vsauce, burn here. Gang affiliations with
Carlito.
cops is at an all-time low. What if I were to tell you
Carlito.
by bringing you here by holding you at gunpoint has established a relation between all gangs? But what if I were to tell you I could just put away my gun and we all enact in a nice hug? That can establish a nice little affectionate response to establishing some sort of peace amongst all nations.
I agree. I like that response. I like the
Well, what if I
last
also
option.
told you I don't give a fuck? Vsauce, burn here. By holding this gun at your head and still not getting a badge or gun has made me rather angry. I'm still waiting for your demands to live up to what you said. Actions
Okay.
do speak louder than words, like we've said before. So why have your actions not spoke louder than your words?
Listen. What is it you want exactly, okay? So we can be on the same page.
Well, I want to join the Vagos, but I would also like to join the PD.
Okay, yeah, you can have the best of two worlds. We can make that happen, right, Carlito? Right? Right, Carlito? Right?
Nah, you're fucked on this one, Bass.
Mr. Biz, next to the
What?
front.
Come on, guys!
The fuck you think I'd have your side for, motherfucker?
This guy's trying to join your gang.
Well, here's one way
And my
we might
gang
be able
too
to
as
go
well.
about it. Let's see if you can bring the badge and the gun down here.
Now it just got awkward. Now it got really awkward.
Code 4 here, bro?
What do you
We
think,
are
Parks?
Code 4.
What do you think?
No, I don't.
Hey,
What if I
Vsauce,
told
don't do
you
it.
everything's fine? Vsauce, burn here. By holding a gun at an officer and showing him this is usually how gun-related violence happens. This is not actually a showcase of holding someone hostage. This is merely a display of what can happen in the South Side. I'm not
Right.
merely wanting to shoot anyone. This is mere just a long-term display of
You're
what
not acting
happens
myself. Am I
with
good to
gang-related
leave? Am I
violence. This is actually not even a display of aggression. You see, I could have easily shot you from the get-go, but I decided not to because this isn't even a real gun.
Oh,
Or is it?
If you're good or not, bud.
Vsauce, burn here. If I decide to shoot this officer, it would elicit a response from the rest of the cops to then shoot me. If that happens, then I get to see what the Vagos will do in response. They're shooting down in their turf.
Do not do that. I don't want to be a fucking test dummy for your goddamn scenario. I don't know what the hell you're trying to do here, okay, right? Just drop that weapon, we can talk about it, right?
But we've been talking this entire time.
Yeah,
and I
but
still
now things
haven't
got
seen the
complicated.
badge or the gun. Someone just got ran over.
Okay, what is it you want?
I told you what I wanted. I'm still
You want a
waiting
badge and a
for
gun.
those things.
Okay, all right, fine. All right. If I declare you a police officer in the LSPD, would you lower your gun?
I need a badge to back it up. Saying is one thing, remember? Actions do speak louder than words.
I can give you my old badge.
Okay, that'll have to do.
All right, okay. I can go get it in my trunk. You want that?
Sure.
All right, okay. Okay, all right.
I'm so gonna die.
Dispatch 423, he's saying he'll let me go if I give him a badge and a gun. All right, okay. Let me go grab it, okay?
Dude, I'm
not
so
trying to be
dead.
silly.
I can't even shoot him because the trunk's up. It's taking you a while to grab a badge. One can only
Here you go. I
surmise
got a
that
badge.
you are
I
not
got a badge
grabbing
for
a
you. I got a badge
badge.
for you. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Here you go, okay?
Okay, the next thing I want you to do is to have all these cops disappear, like a magic trick.
Okay, sure. Absolutely. Vsauce. Listen to me, okay? Or Vsauce, my bad. Listen, alright? I don't want this to end in a bloodshed or a shootout, right? So just lower your weapon. Let me place you in cuffs and we can talk about it afterwards, alright? The second
Why do you
try
want to
run
place
away,
me in cuffs?
because
What the hell's going on?
everybody think everything will be over and nobody will try to do anything.
But what if I were to tell you
Officer?
I'm okay with that?
Okay, with what? This?
Vsauce, burn here. By removing my weapon and complying to your demands, one can only surmise that you're going to just arrest me. However,
That's not true. I will not arrest you.
you still
okay?
have cops
You
that
are
are
gonna be
posted
detained.
up here.
Let me throw you in cuffs and it'll be over.
What
with,
is
alright?
going on, man? Why are you doing this in my fucking barrio, Vsauce?
Oh, why am I doing this in the barrio?
Why
Vsauce,
are you?
burn here. By holding a cop hostage in the barrio, I was trying to prove my worth to join the Vagos. I asked the Vagos would I be able to join if I shot him in the head. They said yes.
Oh,
Not
okay.
worth it. Convince him, Benji. Not worth it. No.
that kind
no.
of makes sense.
Do not pop
That
my
kinda
wine.
But the
makes
thing is,
sense.
Benji,
No,
is this the
right?
only way for me to join the Vagos?
Tell him it's not. Tell him it's not.
Vsauce, burn here. By
I
inquiring
could
this
offer
question,
a
I'm
solution.
okay.
Yeah, let's hear that solution.
I want if you could somehow, Vsauce, make all these cops enjoy a NOS balloon. I might even consider you joining the Vagos.
Wait, what?
You
What do
heard
mean
the
NOS
man.
balloon?
It's time for you guys all to enjoy a little bit of NOS.
I'm not doing NOS. Fuck that shit. It's a gateway drug.
You see what's happening here, Vsauce. It's difficult.
So you'd rather
He's
die
requesting
than
everybody
inhale
do
and huff
a
NOS.
NOS balloon, and he'll let me go.
This is the only way we can have peace. You get to live, and I get to join the Vagos. It sounds good to me. I'd rather not have to kill you. It's either that or you give me 20 guns, I think.
All right, fine. We can try it. We can try it. Where's the NOS balloon?
Well, I have to go somewhere and get it. It's gonna take like 5 minutes.
Benji's
Do you
saying he's
have
gotta
5
go
minutes?
somewhere to take it, and then he'll be back in 5 minutes. You can go get it and bring him back.
Okay.
How many
If
NOS
we can't
balloons do you
find it,
have?
I'll have at least 11.
He's got at least 11 NOS balloons.
This is not how I expected this to go. Mad props to Bass and the rest of the cops for letting this play out.
I'm trying to help you here, Bass.
And Benji. Just like all
I don't want to
to
do it, man. I don't want to do it. He's got a gun to my head.
Are we doing this or what?
I believe we are. If you don't mind grabbing the NOS while I hold this man
All right, I'll
hostage,
go.
that would be
All right,
great.
if you're not dead by the time I'm back, Vsauce, we'll do it.
All right. Well, I don't have the vaccine. So you want all of us do NOS balloon and you'll be good with that?
Well, they said I'd join the Vagos if I got you guys to do that. That sounds like a way more appealable decision than shooting you in the face.
How about you take a bullet? If you take a bullet like a badass, the Vagos will accept you and I'll accept you too at the same time, okay?
That's not what the Vagos said.
Well, I'm
If
telling
I
you
get
right
shot
now,
by
okay?
you, that means I'm an L
I know how respect is
nerd.
earned on these streets. I know how reputation goes around there.
Yeah, but getting respect on these streets probably means me killing you. If you killed me
No,
or
you
rendered
don't-
me incapacitated,
wait,
that
what
means
I'm gonna
I'm
do is
just
I'm
an
gonna
L
lay
nerd.
down on the ground, okay? I'm gonna lay down on the ground, and then my officer will shoot you in the chest, and you'll be fine, okay?
But what if I were to tell you that's not what I want? Vsauce,
Okay,
we're
well,
here. By continuing to hold the
Vsauce,
gun
you're
at
asking
your
for the
head,
world, okay?
I
We got
still
the
want
cuffs
my
back
demands
off.
to be satiated. However, I don't want to end your life. By merely shooting you in the head, I'd join the Vagos. But then what? I wouldn't be able to have as good of a relationship with the PD. However, if I get you guys to just huff a bunch of NOS from balloons, we get peace amongst all nations. I join the Vagos, and I still have your PD badge, and you get to live. Therefore, I can then disseminate information about potential whereabouts of where they're stashing any illegal drugs or weapons. Think of this as a long-term investment.
All right, sounds good. Okay, all right. Can I tell them over the radio?
You have to keep it to a whisper, because we don't want them to hear my real intentions.
Of course.
Why do you think the last color I need is PD's?
Either green or black.
No, I said, why do you think that's the last color I need?
Yeah, Ephraim. I'm gonna do it right now. They need an officer nearby to hear what's going on between us, okay? So I'm gonna have an officer come closer, right?
Okay.
Yeah, one officer moving and get closer to me so you can hear his negotiation.
PD's nuts.
All right, she's coming right now, okay?
I see her. Okay.
All right. Martel, you can get closer here.
Martel! Yo, Hacktech, thanks for the 1,500 biddies. And if you guys are new here and you're not following the stream, you'll smash that follow button. Unsubscribe. Oh, I have not joined that
Vsauce.
BBMC.
Vsauce.
What's up?
Listen. Or Vsauce, sorry, my bad. Vsauce. It's best to put your gun down and let me talk to them, okay? The longer this happens, the more likely that
Well, if
you're
I
gonna
put my
get shot in
gun
the face.
down, that renders me in a weaker
No,
state.
no.
You guys already have guns pointed at me.
Listen, I can assure you, you have my word as the chief of police. Nobody will discharge a service alarm towards you if you lower your gun.
But what if I keep it up? They
You're
still
gonna get
haven't
shot.
discharged one yet.
You're gonna get shot
But why would I get shot?
because you're not trying to meet us halfway, okay? I mean, we're looking at a dead end here, okay?
What's,
can't have
there's
an
no
11
dead
officer
end. We
inhale-
found the solution. It's just huffing the balloon.
But I can't have 11 officers huff the NOS balloon, okay? It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, also.
But what if it
I can't have a
did?
single officer do it.
Vsauce,
Also-
burn here. By huffing the balloon, you're able to go free. If you get high, that's only a mere
Dante, you wanna
different
leave this? I
state of
cannot
mental
leave. Or here, I'm
capacity.
pretty sure.
Well, I can hear you. Come back over here, Martel. I don't think he
Oh, wait, she was talking? I'm sorry, I was too busy
never
monologuing.
heard you, Martel.
Can you see me? Because I'm.
Can you
Can
see
you
her? She's
not
right
hear
there.
me?
Yeah, I can see her now.
Okay.
But what if I were to
Anyway.
tell you I was lying? Vsauce,
What
burn
if I
here.
were to tell you, listen, oh, is that Benji? Is he back?
He is.
All right.
All right.
We can't have 11 officers doing this. What about 5?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, let's see what would still get me to get indicted to the Vagos. Benji, how many cops would they have to huff gas in order for me to join the Vagos?
11.
No,
What
we
about
cannot do
5?
11.
10.
5.
Come on, man. Meet us halfway. Okay, 1.
I'm trying. It's not me. This guy is a maniac, Bass. I'm trying to help you.
Okay, so 5.
No, that's way too long.
What if?
Okay, what's going on?
That would be
Wait. I got an
embarrassing.
idea, Benji. What if 5
What's up?
officer did Nos and then the remainder Bass did himself?
Yeah, I got an
Perfect.
idea.
No,
Trying to
we
get me
can't,
killed.
no.
I'm gonna OD on fucking helium.
Perfect. That is fucking perfect.
It's 11
Party balloons.
or a bullet.
Fine, I'll take the 5. Fuck it. Tell Martel what's going on.
Okay, what? How many?
He's taking 5, then the rest of you are doing 5.
No, you can't do that much. Your brain's gonna explode.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I going back here?
No
Bass,
shooting,
come here.
boys. I will take care of this.
God, I'm not a good
yeah,
shot,
5
so I
officers
mean-
are gonna do Nos, and Bass is gonna do 5 by himself. Even though I am telling him as a doctor, his brain will explode.
All right. Biscuit.
This has
All
been
right, I need
great.
5 cadets.
This is not how I expected this to go at all.
As the chief of police, sometimes
I think they should all line up behind Bass properly so that we can see them.
Exactly. If we could have you all line up behind you in a single
yeah, I
file
guess so.
line, that'd be great.
I'm gonna take the shot.
Duh.
and inhale the balloon. Okay?
Hey,
Marlon, thanks
what
for
are you
the
gonna
3
do
months.
after we inhale the balloons?
He will
After
turn
you
himself
inhale
in.
the balloons, I'm going to join Benji in his car, and we're going to drive away.
That's not happening.
This
Okay.
car right
That's
here.
not happening.
Well, okay. Don't you get? Let's go back here. For a
Listen,
second.
listen.
Listen, no, hold on,
Gang
listen.
initiation is when he
No.
gets out of prison.
Oh, I
Here's
see.
what's happening. You got 1 hostage, right? We acknowledge that. We want to trade for his life. Currently, you've given us a platitude. You've given us like 3 demands. Let's narrow it down to 1. Either he does the NOS balloon and you go into cuffs, and that's it, or you get in the car and you do 1 demand.
Let's
I
do the
agree.
NOS, and then I go to prison. I think it's important as
Okay,
a newly
okay.
indicted
So-
gang
That is
member
important.
to
Then-
experience the prison life.
Right. So just
Exactly.
to clear expectations, he'll do the NOS.